All his life, Chopin loved his homeland, Poland. In his own words, wherever he was, his heart always remained at home. These words were reflected in his will. He asked his sister Ludwika to return his heart to his homeland after his death, and that is exactly what happened. The composer's heart was placed inside a pillar in the Church of the Holy Cross in the Polish capital, while his body was buried in Paris. During the funeral, a handful of soil from his native land, which Chopin had carefully kept and carried with him during his endless travels, was poured into his grave. During his lifetime, Chopin admired Mozart, considered him a genius, and found his music incredible. According to Chopin's will, at his funeral, which was attended by several thousand people sincerely mourning the composer's death, Mozart's famous Requiem was performed. In Warsaw, one can find 15 Chopin benches installed in places connected with the composer's life. By pressing a special button, visitors can listen to a 30-second excerpt from Chopin's most famous works. Recently, comics were released in Berlin that tell the story of Chopin's life as if he were living in modern times. According to the plot, the composer arrives to give a concert in a prison, accompanied by a bald, gangster-looking young man. In Poland, these comics were considered offensive, and there were demands to ban their distribution. However, the author explained that he did not intend to hurt anyone's feelings, but simply wanted to introduce young people to Chopin's music in an accessible way. Franz Liszt described Chopin's art with one Polish word, żal. It means gentle sorrow. The performance that marked the beginning of the musician's fame abroad took place when he was 15 years old. The audience remembered his playing at a charity concert not because he played the piano brilliantly, but because he masterfully improvised on the Eola Pantaleon, a musical instrument combining features of an organ and a piano. Biographers still puzzle over what really happened between Chopin and Countess Delfina Potocka, whom he met during his stay in Dresden. He dedicated some of his compositions to her, and a few days before his death he preferred to hear her sing. The composer often wrote her letters, although no one has ever seen them. It is believed that most of these unknown documents are still kept by Delfina's descendants. Since 1995, Poland has had a music award from the Recording Academy called Friedrich, which is considered a kind of equivalent to the American Grammy. In 1983, many European charts were topped by the song I Like Chopin by the Italian singer Gazebo. The basis of this musical composition is a piano theme that has nothing to do with the Polish composer. In 2007, Japanese developers released the computer game Eternal Sonata. The main character of the game is Chopin, who, 3 hours before his death, finds himself in a fairy tale land where he must search for a cure for his illness. The game features Chopin's music performed by the Russian pianist Stanislav Bunin.